companies. He initiated his first knowledge sharing sessions for Cognizant in Hyderabad. He was a software engineer and done LLB to provide his services to the society towards spiritual growth in the legal way too. He read several spiritual books and attended sessions of several spiritual scientists. Can you believe that his library contains more than 5,000 books? He maintains a house only for books. He is so fond of reading books and sharing his wisdom with others. He experimented on several meditation techniques. He has done several sittings of continuous 10 hours meditation. With a fervor towards society transformation, he has touched lakhs of people through meditation. He ran 2 free community meditation centers, one dedicated to training youth on job and life skills. He trained students and several corporate employees on various subjects, including stress management and science of meditation. He was given an opportunity by Pitamaha Patriji to serve as head of All India Paima President. Under his presidentship, Pyramid Young Masters Association, that is Paima, has flourished into greater teams with thousands of youngsters getting benefited through meditation and positive transformation. He has transformed himself into a vegetarian and inspired many. He has coordinated many vegetarian rallies. With the support of Grandmaster Prabodh, he organized numerous deep spiritual science workshops on topics ranging from dreams and astral projection, emotional intelligence, ESP, Buddha's teaching, and enlightenment, and also awareness on awareness, etc. And this list goes on and on. And without any delay, let's invite Pradeep Master with a great round of applause. Welcome, Pradeep Master. Over to you. Just few minutes, Masters. Pradeep Master is yet to join, Masters. We'll just wait for a few minutes. Thank you all. In the meanwhile, can anybody type, masters, like how was your meditation today? Like how did you feel? The 7 bodies meditation today. Yeah, exactly. It was so blissful, and me too. I did not want to come out of the meditation. It took a while to come out of the meditation. Sridevi Master, do you have any questions?
Just I want to share this thing, madam. It was very, very nice, and I could not come out of my meditation. When the sir said, "You please come out slowly," after 10 minutes I came out of my blissfulness. Very, very, very fantastic and very wonderful experience I had. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, masters. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, exactly, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your experience.
Thank you, madam.
Any more experiences, masters? How did you feel today? Bharti Master, yeah, it will be posted in the group, the meditation, and also you can visit GMP Wisdom English. There you get to see today's meditation session. Thank you. Few more minutes, Master. Pradeep Master is going to join us in few minutes. In the meanwhile, masters, can somebody type, as today's topic is on health and well-being? Like, what are your expectations? Like, what knowledge you are expecting from this session? Can somebody type in the chat? I just want to know. Spiritual health? Yeah. And what else, masters? What you are expecting? Yeah. Intellectual health? Yeah. Mental health? Exactly. To be energetic whole day? Mm-hmm. Parthi master, are you already into meditation, or you are new to meditation? Bharti Changrani? You are already in meditation? Great. Did you do Gudakesha, or you are yet to do Gudakesha? Peaceful mind and body was free. Just like blissful meditation by Prabodh sir, we can get the knowledge of blissful wealth and health from Pradeep sir also. Exactly. Mhm. Yeah, here I would like to tell my experience. So, I did T7 batch Gudakesha in US. So before Gudakesha, I used to do meditation. I was in meditation. Like I used to do 40 to 45 minutes a day. And once I completed the Gudakesha, while I'm in Gudakesha only, the first day itself, like before Gudakesha, before starting the Gudakesha, I used to like I'm working, I'm a software engineer. So from 3 years, we are working from home. So while I was working, I used to feel tired. As we are home, we have freedom to take power nap for at least 5 to 10 minutes. So I used to sit work for some time and I used to feel tired. And I used to take 5 minutes nap and then continue working. But to my surprise, on the first day of Gudakesha itself, I was able to sit overnight. Like I thought, even after working 20 minutes, I'm not able to like work for 1 hour also. I'll take at least like 5 minutes naps, power naps between. So how I'll be able to manage, how I'll be able to sit overnight. But to my surprise, I could not believe myself on the first day. So I was able to sit overnight. And the next day, my knee pain and my uh, back pain disappeared. Like I could not believe myself. And from there, like I'm no more taking any power naps. In Gudakesa, we do lot of yoga nidras, meditation. The yoga nidra is a miracle. It's a miracle. I can say that. So whoever want to feel energy throughout the day, who want to succeed in whatever you do, be healthy, you have to do Gudakesa Master. This one I'm telling you with my own experience, actually. Things will manifest and all. Like it's a Yoga Nidra is a miracle. Yoga Nidra videos in English, Telugu, in other languages also we have Yoga Nidra. You can go to GMP Wisdom English or GMP Wisdom channels for Telugu, and there you have lot of Yoga Nidra's meditation. We have golden formula meditation, diamond formula meditation, and all. And we even have 1 minute meditations also. Those who are busy, like those who think they don't even have 15 minutes of time, or they whoever have tight schedule, they can try doing 1 minute yoga nidras throughout the day. I try that actually. Sometimes in office timings, meetings are long, then uh, at least we get 1 minute of time in between two meetings. I just quickly do 1 minute yoga nidra, and that's all. I feel active, energetic. Yeah, it was a miracle. Any more experiences, Master, you want to share? Anybody? Great, Bharti Master. You're going to astral travel. Great. You're visiting different places. Great,
Mm.
great.
Yeah, madam. We will be sharing a session on Bhagavad Gita by Pradeep Master. Yeah.
Okay. Masters, we are playing a video on Bhagavad Gita by Pradeep Master. Thank you all. Vidyasagar Garu, did you already sharing your screen or playing?
Yeah, 1
Just,
minute,
I'm
madam.
just checking. Okay, sure.
Friends, today we're going to discuss about Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, Gita means there are two meanings for Gita. Bhagavat, you know that Bhagavat means God. And Gita means one song. One meaning is song, another meaning is a line. A line where it gives us an awareness to what level we can go, to what boundary we can think, to what limit we can think. It also gives an awareness of our limited nature and limitless nature. Both things, both the limited nature and the limitless nature. So Bhagavad Gita is considered to be giving us awareness about our own nature, why we behave the way we behave, and why what happens to us is happening to us, what could be the reason, and what is the source of it. And it also answers the question, what people or sages have been having from generations together. Every human being who is born on this earth planet has a question to know their real self, to know who they really are. That is the question which is evading so many people, and that is the question which every seer and a sage is seeking. Every seeker is seeking this question, and then once they know who they really are, then they have become the seers and sages and saints, what we know. Bhagavad Gita is an epitome of wisdom on this earth planet, about the real nature of a human being and the nature of the world. It also talks about karma, as to how one has to do their daily actions, as to how one has to live in action and also in inaction. So it has a lot of wisdom. It's also called as celestial song. So that celestial song is Bhagavad Gita. A song, when you hear, a good song when you hear, it will lift your spirits. It may give guidance. It may help you to go inside. It may give you clarity to live outside. That is what happened to the great man Gandhiji. Gandhiji, who has taken a biggest responsibility in the world to get independence for India, he used to tell that any problem that I get in any part of the day, any problem that I have to deal with, then I go back to Bhagavad Gita. I open a page and then I find a solution. He clearly told whatever problem he used to get, the solution, he banged on Bhagavad Gita. He banged on the wisdom that he got from Bhagavad Gita, and he used to open the book and he used to get the answer. A great man who has shown to the world that independence can be achieved through the values of truth and non-violence. This is not ordinary. This is an extraordinary achievement in the course of human history. To get independence with the value of truth and non-violence. Although there may be several situations which might have pushed British to give independence on that time, but yet there is one man who has stood for the value of truth and non-violence, and who has cherished and banged on Bhagavad Gita for his day-to-day wisdom, for his day-to-day handling of problems. So if a man like Gandhiji can rely on Bhagavad Gita for its wisdom, so any other man who is dealing with real-time situations in life can bank on Bhagavad Gita. This is one thing. And the other thing, Swami Vivekananda, he told, every man should learn Sanskrit. Every man on human planet, on Earth planet, must learn Sanskrit, and every person who learns a Sanskrit must learn Bhagavad Gita, must live the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. That is what Swami Vivekananda has told. Even in my own spiritual journey, reading Bhagavad Gita or knowing about Bhagavad Gita has transformed my life, has given a new way, a new perspective to my life. It is not just reading, my dear friends. It is not just knowing, but what my experience is. See, I have read multiple Bhagavad Gitas. I may have at least collection of 25 different Bhagavad Gitas at my home, 25 or even more. Every author has given a different perspective. Not everyone's perspective is the same. See, it is the same 700 shlokas. It is the same 18 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. Yet, every author has given their perspective based on their enlightenment, based on their level of enlightenment. If you see Paramahamsa Yogananda's explanation, it might be different than ISKCON's explanation. So every person who has given the explanation of Bhagavad Gita has given varied explanations. Yet it depends on that person to realize what is the real gist of it, what is the real wisdom in it, what is the underlying wisdom in it. It is not something to just read and forget. It is something to live. So how would you realize it? So my meditation has helped me to know the answers. From within. My meditation has helped me to live the wisdom of the shlokas. So my meditation has helped me to understand the real wisdom behind it. It may seem, the shlokas may seem good. If you listen or read, it may make you feel good, but yet only after you meditate deeply, will you be able to understand the real essence of it. So that had been my experience. And when you do Gudakesha, when you do intense meditation, then you will get an intense understanding of Bhagavad Gita. Without meditation, there is no use of reading Bhagavad Gita. It will just become Pukita Purana. Means you just tell it, that's all. You listen it, that's all. There is no transformation. So Bhagavad Gita, in order to understand Bhagavad Gita, you need to meditate intensely, and then you'll be able to get the essence of it. See, Bhagavad Gita, although everyone knows that Kishanji or Lord Krishna has told Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna at the time of war. In the Kurukshetra war, he has told it. But my dear friends, let's go to the background of it. Let's go to the source of it. If we have to know the source of Bhagavad Gita, we need to know the first ever documented thought by a human being in the world. Does anyone know what is the first ever documented human thought in the course of human history? Guinness Book Record also validated this. If anyone knows this, I want you to please type it in the chat box. If anyone knows this, please type it. I'll give 30 seconds. Okay. So the first ever documented human thought is Rigveda. Oh, wow. Sharanamma VK has answered it. Congratulations, madam. Yes, you are right. Rigveda. Rigveda is the first ever documented human thought in the course of human history. Yes. People say it is thousands of years old. I remember a small story right now, a very small story. There's a little boy who later on became Swami Dayananda Saraswati. So when he was a little boy, his father was a great Shiv Bhakta. He's a great devotee of Lord Shiva. So on the auspicious occasion of Shivaratri, his father was singing praises of Lord Shiva. His father was telling the Shiv Purana, and he told that Shiva is great. He's a great God. He's Lord of Lords. So he has been telling all this. And then this little boy saw that there's a small rat moving on the statue of Lord Shiva. So this little boy has got a doubt. What is this? My father was telling that Shiva is great, Shiva is powerful, Shiva is very potent, but he is not even able to get the rat out of his body, out of his statue. How can he be powerful? And then he asked the same doubt to his father. Father, you said Shiva is so powerful and potent, but now he's not even able to make the rat go away from him. So his father gave an answer. Yet this boy did not get satisfied. This boy still got doubts. What is this? Why God doesn't have power to even get the rat away from his own statue if he's a great God? Who is God? Who are we? So he got so many questions from there on. That is the starting point. Every spiritual journey, every seeker's journey has some starting point. And that was the starting point of that boy's journey, spiritual journey. And he went on. He read all the Puranas, Upapuranas, and he went to every ascetic, every sage and saint and started learning. To every spiritual practitioner and started learning. And then he finally chanced upon Vedas. His journey ended with knowing the wisdom, learning the wisdom of Vedas. So, my dear friends, some people say Vedas is the source of all the wisdom in the world. Vedas is the source of all the wisdom that is ever there or that is ever going to be there in the world. Some people say, even Swami Vivekananda says, he says a beautiful sentence, which made me wonder the power of Vedas. He says, if Vedas is a roaring sound, then your modern science is just a small echo. వేదాలు పొలికేక అయితే దాని యొక్క అతి చిన్న ప్రతిధ్వని మాత్రమే మీ యొక్క నవీన విజ్ఞాన శాస్త్రము. If Vedas is a roaring sound, a great roaring sound, then our modern science is just a small echo of Vedas. That is the power of Vedas. That much comprehensive wisdom Vedas has got. That is what he has told. That made me wonder. He is such a learned, educated man who inspired the world. And when he has said that, I thought there must be something in Vedas. And then I started exploring Vedas. There are 4 Vedas. Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, Adharveda. And there are 4 parts in Vedas. Aranyakas, Brahmanikas, Brahmanas, Samhitas, and then Upanishads. Upanishad is the last part of Vedas. It is also called as the Gnana Khanda of Vedas. It is the wisdom part of the Vedas. So, now there are around 108 Upanishads that are available to us. It was told that there used to be more than 1080 Upanishads that used to be there earlier. So, which was not written anywhere. This wisdom used to pass from generation to generation, family to family. And these people used to safeguard that wisdom. When India was under foreign rule, the foreign rulers were so interested in the wisdom that they researched on it and they found so much wisdom, is what people tell. But now we have only 108 Upanishads that are available. We used to have more than 1080 Upanishads earlier. So these families, the family who used to safeguard two Vedas, those family were called as Dvivedis. Dvivedi means the family who is safeguarding two Vedas. And then we used to have Trivedi. Trivedi means the family who is to safeguard three Vedas, the wisdom of three Vedas and their relevant Upanishads. And we also have got Chaturvedis. See, Chaturvedi, the family who is to safeguard four Vedas. But in the meantime, those things have changed. Those are not the same people who are safeguarding these Vedas. Yet we have some wisdom of it, not all of it. We have only a pinch of it now, what is available in the world now. So, Vedavyasa Bhagwan, when writing Mahabharata, or Lord Krishna, while inspiring Arjuna to take his bow and go for the battle. So, through Lord Krishna, Arjuna received the essence of Vedas as Bhagvadgeeta. So, Bhagvadgeeta is the essence of all the Vedas. Vedas is complex for a normal man to understand, for a normal family man to understand, who is in day-to-day family affairs and regular affairs, who is in the Gruhastha Dharma, who is in the worldly duties. It is not an easy affair to understand Vedas. So, Lord Krishna has given the essence of Vedas to Arjuna. In those 18 chapters, the whole essence of all the Vedas is there, is present in Bhagavad Gita. So this is the source of wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Whatever is there in the Vedas, the whole essence is there in Bhagavad Gita, my dear friends. Even the message of Swami Vivekananda, there are so many people who got inspired. There are so many people who were facing so many challenges in life. When they wanted to end their life, they saw the teachings of Swami Vivekananda and then their life has turned in a different way. They got interested in life. They knew what was life and then they got fearless and then they started living their life successfully. So such were the power behind the teaching of Swami Vivekananda. And that power he has drawn from the teachings of Upanishads and Bhagavad Gita. Indeed, I remember one statement by Swami Vivekananda when he said, whenever I see any page in Vedas, every page talks to me and gives the message of Abhi, Abhi, Abhi. Abhi means who does not have bhiti, who does not have bhai, who does not have fear. So he said every page in Vedas gives me the message of Abhi. Abhi means fearlessness. He also said, if I have to give the message of my life to the world, then it will be fearlessness. A one-word message of Swami Vivekananda's life to the world is fearlessness. And that is the same message of Vedas. A person who has understood Vedas, who has read Vedas, who has realized the wisdom of Vedas, will take the same message of fearlessness. So, Dayananda Saraswati, as a little boy, after he has started his journey to know who is God, to know who I am, to know the secrets of existence and creation. So he finally rested on the wisdom of Vedas. He finally found his answers, and the essence of all those Vedas is Bhagavad Gita. Swami Vivekananda, I used to read when I was a child. So he has told one power statement, a beautiful statement. He said, strength is life, weakness is death. Strength is life, weakness is death. I was so mesmerized by this statement. I thought, wow, What a statement. What a powerful statement. I was so surprised. I was so surprised as to where he has got to know this wisdom. Strength is life, weakness is death. How could he have got this wisdom? So if you're weak, if you're covered, it is as good as you have died. It is as good as death. Cowardice and weakness is as good as death. And your strength is life. You living with inner strength is life. You losing your inner strength and feeling weak, it is as good as dead. So he has told the significance of inner strength. And then I found a shloka in Bhagvadgeeta which says, Klaibyam masmagamaha Parda na etat tvai upapadyate hridaya daurbhalyam tyatva uttishta parampara kshudram hridaya daurbhalyam tyatva uttishta parampara. So Klaibyam masmagamaha. So you need to leave the cowardice, you need to leave the weakness. That is a clear statement in Bhagavad-Gita, in 2nd chapter. Klaibyam masmagamaha parda na etat tvai upapadyate hridaya daurbhalyam tyaktva uttishta parantapa. Hridaya daurbhalyam, don't feel that weakness in your heart. Don't feel cowardice in your heart. That is kshudram. That's not good. That's not divine. It's demonic to feel less about you, to feel weak about yourself, to feel cowardice in your heart. Such a clear statement, such a power statement. Klaibyam masmagamaha. You need to leave your cowardice. So this is where he has got that statement, is what it occurred to me. But it is not just this statement. All that is there in Bhagavad Gita, it gives you such fearlessness. It gives you the wisdom of real you, not the periphery you. It gives the real wisdom of you as to who you really are. It lets you know who you really are. It lets you know that you are not just limited to this body, but you are that soul who is eternal and permanent. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayanti apo, na soshayati marutaha. This is one more shloka which tells about the nature of real you. Nainam chindanti shastrani, you are not destructible by any weapon. Only your body is destructible. Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, you cannot be burnt by fire. Na chainam kledayanti apo, na soshayati marutaha, you cannot be drenched by water. Na soshayati marutaha, you cannot be dried by air. Only your body can be drenched and it can be dried by air. Your body can be drenched by water and can be dried by air, but not you. You cannot be killed by a weapon. You cannot be burnt by fire. You cannot be drenched by water. You cannot be dried up by air. You are that. But body is being killed. Body can be burnt. Body can be drenched and can be dried. But you are not the body. It's a clear message to the real nature of ourselves. A very clear message. You are not limited to this body. You are someone who is living in this body, who is residing in this body, but you are not the body. You are someone who cannot be ever killed by a weapon. If you can understand this statement, if you can realize the power of this statement, then you will never be fearful, my dear friends. It is not just one statement that Klaibyam Masmagamaha Kshudram Hruday Daurbalyam. Leave cowardice and weakness from your heart. Know that you are a soul. You are not limited to this body. You are beyond this body. If anyone realizes this, imagine the kind of power they would feel in their heart. He also further told the real nature of us in many shlokas, not just one. Every shloka, you can just draw some unlimited power inside you. It gives you unlimited strength beyond that would last beyond a lifetime. It seems to be a powerhouse. Every shloka in Bhagavad-Gita seems to be a powerhouse. If you can really understand the wisdom of it and meditate on it, and then, man, you cannot imagine the power you can draw from it. He says in one shloka, Na jayate amriyate va kadachinnayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanjate hanyamane sharire. In that he says, Na jayate amriyate va. You do not have birth. You do not have death. Kadachinnayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. You have lived in the past, you're going to live in the future too. He's not referring to that past where you have lived yesterday and the day before or the month before or the year before. He's referring to such past where you have lived even before you have existed in this physical body. Even before you have taken birth with this physical body, you have existed before and you have lived before. That is what he was referring to. Kadachinnayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. So you will live in the future too. Not just tomorrow and the year before, year after. But you will live in the future even after you leave this physical body. Even after your physical body death has arrived, you will still continue to live. What a beautiful statement of your real nature. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam. Ajo means Atma, the soul. It is nitya and shashvatoyam. It is permanent and eternal. So you are that soul which is permanent and eternal. Purano. See, this simple word Purano, if you're going to realize the power of it, you can talk about it for 3 days. Just the word Purano. The selection of every word is so divine, so celestial, so deep. If you have the will to see the depth of it. Purano means it is ancient. You are ancient. You are such ancient that you have existed even before the creation is created. Please attentively listen to it. You are that ancient that you have existed even before the creation got created. So who will exist even before the creation got created? Only the creator will exist, correct? So you are that creator who has created the entire creation. He's talking about that level of human consciousness, that level of divine consciousness, that you have a possibility of being a creator who has created this entire creation, and you have been there from that time onwards. He's also hinting at the possibility of sarvagnata, omniscience. See, if you have been living in a place called Hyderabad for many, many years, then you would know about Hyderabad, many things, correct? Or most of the things, at least in the street that you live, you will know everything about your street or about your village, how many lanes it has got, how many ponds it has got, how many houses it may have got, correct? If you are living there for many, many years. The same way, if you are the creator who has created this creation, if you can get into that level of understanding and consciousness, then you would know the secrets of the creation, all the secrets of the creation, because you are the creator who has created this creation and you have been present all this time. Just this one statement, Purana, if you can meditate on it, you can realize so many deeper secrets. Just one word, Purana. It can ignite so many realizations inside you. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam Purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Only your body is perishable, my dear friends. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam. You are eternal. You are permanent. Ajo. Ajo means in Sanskrit it is Atma or the soul. You as a soul is eternal and permanent. And you are also ancient. Purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Only your body is destructible. The real you is never destructible. The real you is always eternal, always permanent. It is always there. If you can ground yourself on this wisdom, if you can realize this wisdom, at least a pinch of it, life will be amazing. You will get out of suffering. You will not be bogged down by the daily problems of life. You'll get the big picture of life. You'll get the big picture of your existence as someone who is beyond one life, who is there for several lifetimes and can be there for several lifetimes if they choose to. The problems and issues you may be facing of this lifetime will become so less. Your perspective on the problems will change. Your perspective will change. The problems will become less in your mind. You may have to deal with your regular problems still, but the perspective has changed. The problems also will get transformed. Your mother-in-law is scolding you. Your partner is not respecting you. Your children are not listening to your word. You have some challenges at your job, whatever it might be. Just one lifetime learnings. You have lived so many lifetimes. This is just one lifetime and a small situation. Your perspective will change when you see the big picture. When you know that you are a crorepati, you wouldn't mind if you lose 100 rupees, correct? You can think, okay, I'll improve my awareness. That's all, but there will not be suffering. But if you know you only have 500 rupees as your entire life saving, you only have possibility of having 500 rupees and then you lose 100 rupees, then it will be a big problem. It may create great suffering, correct? So if you think there's only one lifetime, then it seems a problem. Every situation in the life seems to be a problem. You'll give so much significance and prominence to every problem. It may create havoc inside. But when you know that you have lived so many hundreds of lifetimes and you have a choice to live further lifetimes, if you choose to, then you will take it easily. You'll take the problems and issues of your life so easily and so joyfully that there will be so much ease inside your heart and being. When there is ease, there will be no dis-ease. Please listen. When there is ease, there will be no dis-ease. People are having diseases because they are not easy with something. They're not easy with life. They're not easy with the issues that they're facing in life. They're not easy with the problems that they're facing in life. There is no ease because they are thinking that they only have one lifetime and these issues and problems are bogging them down. They are not easy with those things. But once you ground in the wisdom of Bhagavad-Gita, once you ground in your real nature, that you are eternal and permanent and have been living through many, many lifetimes, then there will be a new beginning where you'll feel easy with everything. Easy with anything and everything that may happen. That ease will come, that grace will come. Such is the possibility of realizing the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, my dear friends. And Krishna, Lord Krishna has clearly told Bhagavad Gita to whom? He said, Aham Atma Gudakesha. Aham Atma Gudakesha. He said, I am the soul. I am that soul which is eternal and permanent. But whom is he telling this to? He is telling this to Gudakesha. Aham Atma Gudakesha. He is referring to Arjuna as Gudakesha, someone who has conquered sleep. Gudakesha means a yogi who does not sleep when the world sleeps, who meditates throughout the night, who has conquered their sleep, who has transformed their sleep into meditation. So he has the eligibility, he has the right to get the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. And he can get the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, who is a Gudakesh. So he is clearly telling it. Aham Atma Gudakesha, Sarva Bhutashaya Stitaha, Aham Adishcha, Madhyamcha, Bhutavam Anta Evacha. So he's telling Aham Atma Gudakesha, I am that soul. My dear Gudakesh Arjuna, I am that soul. Sarva Bhutashaya Stitaha. So I am there in every living being as a soul. Aham Adishcha, Madhyamcha, Bhutavam Anta Evacha. So I am there in the beginning. I am there in the middle. I am there in the end of everything. Everything that gets created ever. I am there in the beginning, in the middle, and the end. Aham Atma Gudakesha. This is another power word. So he's telling what kind of person would realize this wisdom. A Gudakesha will realize. Only in your intense meditation will you be able to realize the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Only in your intense meditation will you be able to live the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Only in your intense meditation will you be able to realize the power of Bhagavad Gita. And that intense meditation, he's telling, you need to be a Gudakesha in order to realize the power that is lying in this celestial song called Bhagavad Gita. Aham Atma Gudakesha. A Gudakesha has the right of passage into the wisdom world of Bhagavad Gita. And congratulations to all the Gudakeshas here who are in their own yogic journey. You have every right to grab the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, to live the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, to feel the power igniting inside you by the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. You have every right, my dear friends. Congratulations. Only in your intense meditation will you be able to realize the power of Bhagavad Gita. It has the power, but only in your intense meditation will you be able to awaken the power that is there in Bhagavad Gita inside your being. And then it will become your fragrance. You will carry that fragrance of Atmagnan and Brahmagnan. And he's clearly telling, Tasmat Yogi Bhavarjuna. Tasmat Yogi Bhavarjuna. You should not delay. You need to become a yogi immediately. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. You should not delay a minute, a second. Tasmat. Immediately you need to become a yogi. Who is a yogi? Who does not sleep in the night? When the world sleeps, he does not sleep. He is awake. That person is called a yogi, and that person is Gudakesha. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. If you have not yet become a yogi, this is the time, this is the auspicious time to become a yogi. You become a yogi immediately. This is the message of Bhagvadgeeta. Only when you become a yogi, only when you become a Gudakesha, will you be able to imbibe the wisdom of Bhagvadgeeta. Will you be able to imbibe the power of the wisdom of Bhagvadgeeta inside you? Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. This is an invitation to all the human beings to become a yogi, to do meditation throughout the night, to ignite the possibility of Gudakesha inside them. We have great many examples of these yogis. We have Krishna, we have Arjuna, we have Hanuman, the great Gudakesha master. We have Adi Yogi, Shiva, who is another great Gudakesha master. Lord Shiva is still meditating as Gudakesha. Lord Hanuman is still meditating in Himalayas as Gudakesha. So I congratulate all of you for having chosen this possibility to live as Gudakesha, to live as yogi in this world. See, if there are two choices for any person, either you live as yogi or you live as rogi. Rogi means one who is deceased. Yogi means one who is with yogam or vaibhogam. So if you live as a yogi, then you have excluded the possibility. You have thrown away the possibility of being a rogi. You have two possibilities. Every man and woman has two possibilities in front of them. Either they can live as a rogi or a yogi. If you are not a yogi, then you are a rogi. If you choose not to become a rogi, then you can choose to be a yogi. You can become a yogi. That is what he's telling. Tasmat yogi bhavarjuna. Immediately become a yogi. Do not delay. Sit all through the night and meditate. Be a Gudakesha. Be a yogi. Get into the yogic lifestyle, not to the rogi lifestyle. Own up a lifestyle of a yogi, do not own up the lifestyle of a rogi and sleep. Own up the lifestyle of a yogi and keep meditating throughout the night and convert your sleep into meditation. This is another powerful message of Bhagavad-Gita. He has also told so many things about karma. Yogastha kuru karmane. Do your karma in the state of yoga. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have right only to the karma, only to the action, not to the fruit of it. So many students feel anxiety before exams because they're thinking about the result and their mind energy is consumed by the fear of the result. What may happen? Will he get the same question what he has studied or not? What will their parents think? What if he fails? Will he be approved by everyone? Will he be scolded by everyone? So they're thinking about the result and their mind energy is consumed. They're not able to properly concentrate because they're thinking about the result. People do not become successful because they're thinking more about the result and they're spending less time on the action. People feel stressed. People feel anxious. The reason of this stress and anxiety and depression in the entire one understands this one sentence, karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You have right only to the action, not to the fruit of it. If you live, see, you can plan, you can think of it, you can create it, you can intend it, and then keep working on your action. That's all. You do not have to think about the result again and again and feel anxious and stressful. And one would get depressed if they do not get the result what they have expected. Out of life, out of your partner, or out of your work. The entire cause of stress, depression, and anxiety in the entire world can be removed just by making one realize the wisdom in this one statement. Yogastha kuru karmani. Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You do have right only to the action and not to the result of it, not to the fruit of your action. The fruit of your action lies with the God. You can do a Bhagavad Samarpana of your result. You keep giving your 100% to your action. That is the message of Bhagavad Gita for Karma Yoga. My dear friends, there are so many things, so many wonderful wisdoms. Ashochya nanoshochastvam pragna vadansha bhashase gata asun agata asuncha nanushocanti pandita na anushocanti pandita. Ashochya nanoshochastvam. When Arjuna has thrown away his bow and arrow and said, I'm not going to fight my relatives, rather I would beg. Then Krishna says, Ashochya nanoshochastvam. You are crying for something that need not be cried for. You are worrying for something that need not be worried for. Ashochyan anoshochastvam pragna vadansha bhashase. And then you're thinking that you're speaking with wisdom. So he's scolding him. Pragna vadansha bhashase gata asun agata asuncha na anushocanti pandita. Gata asun. Gata means past. The people who have existed in the past. Agata means people who are in the present. So the people who are living and who are not living, who are dead by now, by body. Gatasun agatasuncha na anushocanti pandita. So be like someone who does not weep and cry and worry on the people who are living or about the people who have left their bodies. Be like that Atmagnana Pandita. Do not be a Atmagnana Pamara. That is what he is telling. Do not cry, do not weep, do not worry. Don't get into grief or sadness by anyone in the world, either living or non-living. No. Be with that kind of soul wisdom. A very clear message to Arjuna by Bhagavad Gita. There are so many such beautiful shlokas with very deep wisdom, which you would realize in the course of your meditation, not just by reading to it or not just by listening to it, but by the way of your Gudakesha practice, sadhana, you'll realize the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. And I wish you a very wonderful realization of Bhagavad Gita in your lives, and may you live the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita and let the fragrance of your imbibed wisdom add beauty and color to the people around you. Thank you so much. Thank you to our Grandmaster Prabodh Achyutha ji and Dr. Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patri ji and all the Gudakesha leadership team and the organizers team. Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity to share my thoughts on Bhagavad Gita, which I like the most, with all of you today. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can take a few questions if you wish to. You can raise your hand and ask, or you can raise your hand and share any of your realizations for the fellow travelers.
Yes, Masters, this is wonderful opportunity to interact with Master Pradeep.
Sir, I have to share something. This is Smita.
Please.
So I started a journey with PSSM in 2020, and I must say that the very first thing that came into my life was Bhagavad Gita as soon as I started meditating. So I think I share your passion with respect to Bhagavad Gita, and I think it's just years of some sadhana in my past lives that I got the satsang of Bhagavad Gita in my life. So after it came, it was like some beautiful secret that really got revealed to me. Although technically I have read spiritual books and knew that I'm a soul intellectually and all that, but then the words of Krishna really touched my heart, and it's like so beautiful, so beautiful. I cannot say that how beautifully in the last 2 years I've transformed my life and implemented the teachings of Bhagavad Gita in my Karma Yoga, and I have seen a lot of improvement because of that. So it is very, very true that meditation is what brought Bhagavad Gita into my life, and meditation is what helped me understand the essence of it. Meditation, the energy of meditation is what helped me also implement it, and also realize that I'm implementing and can be consistent with it. So, and also got Gudakesha because of that, and I'm continuing Gudakesha also because of that.
Wonderful, madam. Wonderful. So nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Anyone else, Masters? For wonderful sharing of Master Pradeep, for his time. We are very thankful, sir, to you, and lots of gratitude to all the organizing team, front end, back end, everyone, to all the seen and unseen masters.
Yes, Master. Govind Kulkarni. Your voice is not audible, Master.
Govind Kulkarni Master, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
हाँ क्वेश्चन नहीं है मैडम, आज शेयरिंग है। आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ,
आवाज साउंड आ रही है? जी,
हम्म,
थैंक यू मैडम, थैंक यू। अभी मेरा नाइट शिफ्ट चल रहा है। मैं ड्यूटी में बैठ के मेडिटेशन किया, जो 1 घंटे का 5 से 6 बजे तक था, और उसके बाद ड्यूटी कंप्लीट करके जैसे ही बाहर निकला तो हमारे यहाँ से बड़े-बड़े फूलों के झाड़ है, बड़े-बड़े वृक्ष है, और वातावरण एक ऐसा लग रहा था कि अजीब तरीके का प्रकट हो गया, और बहुत ही मतलब आनंद से भरा हुआ, जहाँ देख रहा हूँ वहाँ एक खुशी, आनंद ऐसा फील होने लगा। हालाँकि रोज पिछले 40 सालों से वहीं उसी जगह से उसी रोड से जा रहा हूँ, लेकिन आज का फीलिंग बहुत ही अलग था। और वो जो 7 बॉडीज का तो मेडिटेशन के देखिए सभी जगह आप हो, उसका फीलिंग होने लगा, तो मैं बहुत थैंकफुल हूँ प्रबोध सर के लिए। और उसके बाद प्रदीप सर ने जो पूरा एक ज्ञान यज्ञ का गीता ज्ञान महायज्ञ जो अभी बताया, सेशन लिया, उसमें बहुत सारे डाउट्स क्लियर हो गए, तो उनको बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद। और बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है, बहुत अच्छा, मतलब शब्द नहीं है इस टाइप से फीलिंग आज भी। थैंक यू।
Thank you, Govind
Thank you,
Master,
madam.
for your experience sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Any more sharing or experiences, Master? Any questions, any sharing? Okay, I'll take this silence as okay, and we can conclude the session here. Padma Balamani Garu. Yeah. Please, you can ask in Telugu. Yeah. Please unmute, ma'am, and you can ask your question.
Madam, good morning, madam. Excuse me, good morning, madam.
Good morning.
మేడం ఈ నైట్ గుడాకేశ చేయడానికి మాకు డే టైం ఎనర్జీగా చేయలేకపోతున్నాము. దానివల్ల నైట్ అంతా నైట్ డ్యూటీ ఉండడం వల్ల సో 12 వరకు చేయగలుగుతాం. ఆఫ్టర్ గో టు స్లీప్ మై ఇట్స్ ఎట్లా దీన్ని తొలగించుకోవాలంటారు?
అంటే మీరు జాబ్ చేస్తున్నారు, జాబ్ చేయడం వల్ల మీరు 12 o'clock తర్వాత గుడాకేశ చేయలేకపోతున్నారు, డీప్ వెళ్ళిపోతున్నారా అండి? ఆర్ లే డౌన్ చేస్తున్నారా?
అవును మేడం, లే డౌన్ చేస్తున్నాను. అంటే నేను ఫస్ట్ టైం చేశాను, T2 నుంచి చేస్తున్నాను మేడం. తర్వాత T2 నుంచి బ్యాచ్ కంప్లీట్ అవుతూనే ఉంది. T2 కంప్లీట్ చేశాను 41 days. తర్వాత ఇంకా 10, 12, 11, 12 ఒకసారి 11 అలా అవుతుంది. మళ్ళీ 4కి లేస్తున్నాను. ఆ 2, 3, 4 hours చేయలేకపోతున్నాను.
అంటే కూర్చోలేకపోతున్నారు, జస్ట్ లే డౌన్ అయిపోతున్నారు. ఓకే,
కూర్చున్నా కూడా నిద్ర అవుతుంది, అది వేస్ట్ అవుతుంది.
సో మీరు కూర్చొని డీప్ కి వెళ్ళొచ్చండి. ప్రదీప్ మాస్టర్, ప్రబోధ్ మాస్టర్ ఏం చెప్తారు అని అంటే, మనం మార్నింగ్ చేసే యోగ నిద్రాస్ ఈవినింగ్ మనం నైట్ గుడాకేశ చేయడానికి హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. మనం రాత్రి చేసే గుడాకేశ యోగ నిద్ర మార్నింగ్ మనం యాక్టివ్ గా అవేర్నెస్ గా ఉండడానికి హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. సో మీరు యోగ నిద్రాస్ ఎక్కువ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలండి. మీరు అంటే మీకు టైం పర్మిట్ అవ్వట్లేదు, ఒక 15-20 minutes మీకు దొరకలేదు అని అంటే, ప్రబోధ్ మాస్టరే మనలాంటి వాళ్ళ కోసమే, బిజీ ఉన్న వాళ్ళ కోసమే 1 minute యోగ నిద్రాస్ కూడా చేశారు కదా. సో 1 minute మెడిటేషన్స్ యోగ నిద్రాస్ చేయండి. మీకు టైం ఉన్నప్పుడల్లా చేస్తూ ఉండండి. 1 minute యోగ నిద్రాస్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి. మనం అనుకుంటాము, మీరు అనుకోవచ్చు, కొత్త వాళ్ళకి తెలియకపోవచ్చు, 1 minute యోగ నిద్ర ఎలా చేస్తాము, 1 minute మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తే ఏమొస్తుంది అని. బట్ అది చేసి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవుతే గానీ మనకు తెలియదండి. నాకు ఫస్ట్ టైం అనిపించింది 1 minute మెడిటేషన్ ఎలా ఉంటది, నాకు కొత్తగా అనిపించింది అనమాట. ముందు నాకు తెలియదు 1 minute యోగ నిద్ర మెడిటేషన్ ఉంటుందని. చాలా మిరాకిల్ అండి. ఇప్పుడు నేను చేసేది అదే అనమాట. ఆఫీస్ టైంలో నాకు కుదిరినప్పుడల్లా, ఏ వర్క్ చేస్తున్నా, ఆఫీస్ వర్క్ లో ఉన్నా 1 minute యోగ నిద్ర మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తానన్నమాట. ఆ 1 minute చాలా హెల్ప్ అవుతుందండి. అంటే రాత్రి కూర్చోడానికి గుడాకేశలో. అండ్ మనం ఎలాగో రాత్రి బాగా కూర్చుంటాం కాబట్టి అది మార్నింగ్ హెల్ప్ చేస్తుంది. సో త్రూ అవుట్ మీరు ఎన్నిసార్లు చేయగలిగితే అన్నిసార్లు, మీకు ఎప్పుడు టైం ఉంటే అప్పుడు 1 minute యోగ నిద్రాస్ చేయండి. చూడండి, హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది మీకు, కంపల్సరీగా హెల్ప్ అవుతుంది. అప్పుడు మళ్ళీ మీరే సెషన్ లో జాయిన్ అయ్యి చెప్తారు, చాలా బాగా వర్క్ చేసింది అని. మీరు వేరే వాళ్ళకి కూడా సజెస్ట్ చేస్తారు. ఒకసారి ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ అవ్వండి 1 minute.
చేశాను మేడం అది కూడా. కానీ ఇప్పుడు ఇంకా స్టూడెంట్ టీచర్ పిల్లలు 1 minute కాదు కదా, 1 second కూడా ఊరుకోనియరు టీచర్స్. 6th to 10th డీల్ చేస్తాను. లంచ్ టైంలో కూర్చుందామని అంటే మాకు ఒక 45 minutes తినే వరకే టైం అలా అవుతుంది అనమాట. ఇంటికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత వచ్చే వరకు ఇక వర్క్ అలసిపోవడం అదే అవుతుంది. చేశాను ఫస్ట్ బాగానే, తర్వాత చూస్తుంటే 12 ఈ రోజు కూర్చున్నామని ఎంత కూర్చున్నా కూడా 12 దాటితే అసలు బాడీ ఇంకా సహకరించదు. అక్కడికి 5 నిమిషాలు 10 నిమిషాలు చేస్తుంటాను, ఇంకా సరిపోతలేదు నాకు. 4, 5, 6 times అలా చేస్తే గానీ సరిపోదని అనుకొని ఇలాగైనా ఒక రోజు అడుగుదామని అడుగుతున్నాను మేడం. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో మీరు ఫుడ్ మెడిటేషన్ కానీ, వర్క్ చేస్తూ మెడిటేషన్ కానీ, ప్రదీప్ చెప్తారు కదా, వర్క్ చేస్తూ డీప్ బ్రీతింగ్ తీసుకోండి అని, అలా చేయండి.
ఓకే,
ఫుడ్ మెడిటేషన్ చేయండి, వాకింగ్ మెడిటేషన్ చేయండి. సో మీ వర్క్ లోనే మెడిటేషన్ చేస్తూ ఉండండి, అవేర్నెస్ తో చేయండి.
ఓకే, అందరికీ నమస్కారములు. థ్యాంక్ యూ. మన ఆత్మలందరికీ
Thank you. Any more questions, masters? Okay, masters, we can conclude the session here.